Shout out In Your Business, bro. Shout out In Your Business TV. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in. You been on your shit.
Poppin', it's your boy, Louisville Little Slug in this thing. Shout out In Your Business TV for coming with the content.
Hey, shout out to In Your Business TV, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya.
In Your Business. In Your Business said talk about you. We will. You gonna listen from the window. Good day.
I love you. Almighty Suspect is a buster. That's on my daddy, rest in peace. Almighty Suspect, I've been knowing this nigga before he was a rapper. I don't even bring this shit up to people, but bro, when he was doing all that bullshit he was doing all over, he got robbed by the Strolling Hunters and my brother helped him. My brother helped him. So, if you ask him, oh, what happened to that incident on Wooty Went Well, when you almost got your chain snatched by them niggas from Strolling Hunters, he gonna be like, how the fuck you know that? Because only certain people know that, and I was there when that shit happened, so it's like, oh, that nigga's not like that. So DC, Groovy, Almighty Suspect, Poopa, Buster. He probably, wherever he at, he probably in the county right now. He probably getting his ass whooped by the homies or something, bro. You feel me? Because he's a hood hopper too. Nigga went from so many hoods, I can't even remember. I'm over getting his chain snatched by little kids and shit. Like, I'm over that.
Do you think it's true that Suspect used to try to be from, I think it's BPS or something?
Bro, yes, that is true. Suave, you remember when Almighty Suspect tried to be from BPS? Yeah. That shit is really true. He tried to get put on BPS. He tried to be from NAPS. He tried to be from a lot of shit.
So let me just keep it all the way real right here off the jump. I am not a fan of Almighty Suspect. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't straight up hate the man. But when I look at his actions, his energy, the way he carries himself, a lot of it just comes off as childish, immature, and straight up foolish. It feels like he plays a selective game where he chooses his battles carefully, but in the wrong way. Like I've said before on a couple of blogs, he loves to pick fights with civilians, people who don't really got that same energy. But when it comes down to actually squabbling with gang members, it seems like that smoke disappears. And if these rumors are true, about him trying to get put on by numerous neighborhoods and never really making the cut, that right there should have been the first red flag. At some point, you gotta look in the mirror and realize maybe gangbanging just ain't for you, my boy. Because one thing about this lifestyle, it doesn't accept indecision. Either you stand firm and you ride with the flag you chose, or you get exposed as someone that don't really belong. And that's exactly what happened here. Let's talk about it. You didn't just switch sets, you switched the whole entire flag. That's not a minor move. That's not something people in the culture just look past. That's frowned upon heavily in the gangbanging community. To go from trying to be a black pea stone to suddenly deciding you want to get put on by the Crips, it doesn't just raise eyebrows, it screams identity crisis. It makes it look like you were less about loyalty and more about clout chasing or trying to find somewhere to fit in. And that's the sad part. You got a platform now, you got a mic in your face every day on No Jumper. You got the opportunity to build your bag and level up your life. But instead, you keep showing us little glimpses that make you look shaky, like you're still searching for validation from the streets. When in reality, the streets already decided. They don't respect that kind of switching. They see it as a buster move. Me personally, until I see Almighty Suspect stand on business with everybody equally, not just with regular civilians, but with people who actually got that reputation, I'm gonna continue to look at him like that, a buster. Not because of pure hate, but because the energy he projects is inconsistent. And in this game, inconsistency is weakness. At the end of the day, he doesn't need to prove himself by forcing a gang narrative. He needs to lock in on podcasting, making his money, and actually becoming a better man. If he puts that same energy he uses for trolling civilians into really bettering himself, maybe people would respect him more. But until then, the verdict is already out in the eyes of a lot of folks. Suspect ain't really standing on business, and that's why his name keeps getting questioned.